Good morning, everyone. Happy Vlogmas day 17. It is Friday and I'm so excited for the weekend. I had grand plans of waking up and working out this morning, and I got up, I put on my workout clothes, I started getting set up for it. Foster and Ash begged me to go outside, so we went outside for a while. And then I got distracted for a bit with things with our next door neighbor, and suddenly the first 2 hours of my day disappeared, and now it's noon. So I changed back out of workout clothes because I have run out of time, so I'll probably work out tomorrow morning instead. But I picked up the camera now because I came in the room because I just folded a whole load of laundry, and this is what I saw. Foster has just stolen my chair and passed out. So he had a rough night last night. He had an upset tummy last night. So I think he's exhausted today. Seems to be feeling fine this morning, but he had a rough night. Poor baby. Yeah, rough night. So I'm gonna finish putting away Mike's laundry. I'm going to make us some lunch, but first we need to do the Advents. Day 17. Look at how, oh my gosh, look how far we've come. It's wild. Let's see, we're gonna get today. We have it's Moe's. Fantastic. Again, I was not expecting to get Moe's. I cannot say that when I ordered this, I expected to get Moe's before Creed or Kelly or Ryan. I was not expecting to get Moe's, and that's wonderful. I'm forcing Bean to share the chair with me. He did not want to, but I need to open this Advent. So, oh, I must do one of the big ones. Oh, it's a big one. Are you excited, Bean? What is it? What do you think it is? Number 8. My lovely assistant here. He's sniffing away at it. What do you think it is? What? 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 I was not expecting that. Look at that. How cute. So cute. I don't know that I will ever use it. Our bagels are done. I don't know that I'll ever use it because I'm pretty paranoid about walking around with my cards out like this. Like, I don't think I would feel secure enough having my cards in something with just the clip on it. I would still use it though. I would use it in my purse. I just don't think I'd ever actually use it as this. But it's brilliant. It's adorable. I can't believe she did that. Wow. To go from printing stickers to have the money involved in order to be able to make something like this? What? Well, it's time for lunch. And that means Advents. Day 17. I already found it. Okay. Yes, finally! The one I've been waiting for.
Mustard Gouda.
The mustard Gouda. I can finally enjoy the mustard Gouda. If you were around for Vlogmas last year, this is the one that my dad ate. It was my second mustard Gouda, and I left it in the fridge to come back and enjoy it later. And while we were gone, my dad ate it. So now I can finally have mustard Gouda again. Cheers.
Eat them both.
Thank you. Cheers.
And I just like eating the whole thing. Would you have just lost it?
Divorce.
That easy?
Today's lunch. Everything bagel with veggie cream cheese. My last of the Mazzaro's peppers. And my mustard Gouda. Very exciting news, everyone. My stickers arrived. They made the trip from Pennsylvania. So here are my stickers. I just did mini kits. So here's one of them. And here's the next one. And then we have this one. And finally we have this one, which is I think what I will use for the week after Christmas, because it's still wintry without being Christmas. So that's what I was waiting for. They finally arrived. 2 of them will get used next year, and I'll be ahead of the game. And next year I'll know to order my stickers earlier. I also got my Ulta shipment in. So I am switching back to the Stay Naked foundation. So I think during Vlogmas last year, I was hunting for a foundation, and I ended up doing the NARS foundation for a while, and I feel like it's been breaking me out. So I didn't think so. I thought my acne was just hormonal acne, and then for a little bit of time I just decided to switch back to this to see how I felt, and my skin cleared up. So I'm trying it right now to see if it's a fluke or if there's something in this one that my skin doesn't like. And here this whole past year I thought it was hormonal. We're gonna see. So I went back, I just ordered another bottle of this because my bottle was pretty much empty. This is the bottle I've been using the past week probably. So I got all of that out. And then I went to order my 3D brow tones, which is what I normally use for my eyebrows. And apparently this product is discontinued. The story of my makeup life. I've been using this for probably 5 years, and now they don't make it anymore. So I'm gonna try the Gimme Brow and see what I think about it. But sadly, that's gone. Like, these are my eyebrows without anything done to them. So as you can tell, I have pretty dark and full eyebrows as it is. So I like this because it was kind of like, to me, just mascara for your eyebrows. So it kept them in place and added just like a little bit of color for the areas that are a little patchy, but it wasn't too intense and it's not as much work. An eyebrow pencil or anything like that. Has a mascara like brush still, so we'll see if it does what I want. Makeup is done, and this morning I had an idea of something I could do for today's vlog. And today in our actual lives is gonna be pretty much just crunch time for work. We don't have anything fun planned today. I'm planning to spend the night baking cookies on Destiny. There's nothing too exciting happening today, and we like it that way. We need a chill weekend after last weekend and just how busy we've been. We're just looking forward to relaxing, baking some Destiny cookies, chilling out for this Friday. So the idea I had was last year at some point, my parents had all our home movies digitized because I grew up in the 80s and early 90s, and so we had actual video cassette camcorders, so like actual VHS cassettes. I'm sure a lot of you out there relate because I think most of you are about my age, so I think you can relate to that. So all of our home movies were on actual VHSs, and so they sent them off to have them digitized. Now some of them were corrupted, so we don't have all of them, and because they were so hard to film, like we're talking like the monster camcorder that you had to like hold on your shoulder, because of that my parents didn't film nearly as much as what people film these days because it wasn't convenient to have the camcorder with you. It wasn't like handheld like I do every day, like this camera that I'm filming on now. It was a monster, it was a beast. So they didn't film a ton when I was growing up, but they did film almost every Christmas. So what do you guys think? Are you ready for a little trip down memory lane? So I'll put the date and my age at the bottom of them so you can kind of put it in time. I think it'll be fun for me to go through memory lane and edit some of these highlights of Christmas and highlight some moments that aren't too embarrassing for me and just show you a few highlights of Christmas through the years. So here we go. Christmas with Child Liz.
Christmas.
Oh, Christmas 1990. And then you tell me what you've got.
A lassie.
Oh, Lassie,
Dog.
what?
A lassie dog.
Oh, isn't he pretty? She pretty? Yeah. And what's that thing over there by the couch? Who brought you that?
Santa. It's a bike.
Ooh.
A new bike.
And what are we doing here? Are all these presents been opened already?
Yep.
Merry,
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
And Lassie says, whoop, whoop, whoop. Merry Christmas 1990.
All right, bye. So what you got, Elizabeth?
I got me a new bike.
Who brought that?
Huh?
Who brought that?
Santa.
All right. You ready to try it out? Okay, you know the usual route. Hey, Lizzie. Oh, there's Sunny. Hey, Sunny. What you doing, Sunny? Yeah. There's our runway lights for Santa. It's only about 40 degrees and it's freezing, and there's our house.
Hi.
What day is this?
Christmas Eve.
Okay. Well, you got a lot of presents under the tree?
Yeah.
Yeah. Santa can't come if we're still awake.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer
Over there.
had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glowed like a light bulb. There are one thing. I think this is an easy bake oven. This is stuff to make.
Then open the big one first if you get it. Look like those bows Santa got.
It's an easy bake oven. Yes.
Elizabeth.
Yes.
Oh, hi. Tell me what day today is.
Christmas Eve.
Oh. And how old are you?
9.
9 years old, huh?
These are the cookies for Santa. There's a Christmas tree, Santa, sleigh, and Rudolph. There's going to be where the marshmallows are. There's where his milk's going to be. And see, it has him right there so he can see himself.
Oh.
And then I have him a letter here, and I made him a magnet.
What is it that you're hoping Santa will bring you tonight?
A new bike, and maybe a Game Boy.
Ooh.
And if you look at our calendar, it's all filled
Oh,
up.
okay. Yeah, we better show the calendar.
And if you see our calendar, we had them in here, and you put one on each day. That was the first day, second, third, fourth, fifth, and so on.
Uh-huh.
Today I got to put up Santa because he's coming tonight. I always put Rudolph and Santa together. Our porcelain tree that we always have.
You know who made that?
Grandma?
Mm-hmm. What day is it now?
Christmas!
What's been going on around here?
Well, Santa Claus came, and as you can see, I got a new bike.
Well, let me see that. Oh, yes.
See? It's a 10-speed.
All right.
Moon shoes, a Game Boy with games, Jurassic Park for Nintendo. Thank you.
Merry Christmas, Daddy.
Oh. It's Dad's turn.
Finally.
What is this? The last present?
Yes, this is the last present, and it's from you and Dad. Let's see. All right, I think I know what it is. I'm wanting it if it's what I'm thinking of. Hey,
She's in there, Lizzie. I'll have to give it to
all
Daddy.
right.
I'll take it.
Thank you.
Who is it?
It's the meat
Let me
that.
see. All I've seen is a box so far. Oh.
I got her
Now
right
you
now.
can hold her.
All right.
Touch her hair.
All right.
Who is that? Now introduce us.
Now you can set her in the
This-
box. If you want to set her in.
This is Samantha from the American Girls collection. All right, guys. Thank you.
Well, has this been a good Christmas morning?
Yes, very. Now, I'm going to.
Ready to play with all your things?
Yeah, I'm playing with her right now.
Okay, well say goodbye because my arm.
Bye.
Oh, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, doll.
Back in present time, the dogs just had their dinner. which means it's time for their cookies. So let's give them their non-Advent cookies. So today, they're getting Christmas trees. Sit. Good boys. Ash. Stay. Foster. Paw. Good boy. I'm gonna throw it over there for you. Hold. Paw. Good boy. Other paw. Good boy. Easy. Easy. Sit. Paw. Paw. Good boy. Easy. Easy. Or just let me drop it. Also, we finished the first string and I added the second string. Filling up. 8 days to go. Well, tonight we're having these beef bulgogi sloppy joes from Marley Spoon.
It was the night before Christmas. I was closing down for business in my little prison shop, when the bell on the door jingled once more, and then time almost came to a stop.
Well, there it is, our sloppy joe. They gave us a lot of meat and tiny buns, so it is gonna be sloppy. There you go. The dressing from the slaw slid over on my plate, so I gotta protect my bun, but there you go. Dinner. So now it's time for Santa hat questions. I did just go ahead and count. There are 8 days of Vlogmas left, and there are 19 questions left. So I think I'm gonna answer 3 today. This is from Jacqueline, my Vlogmas buddy. If you could visit anywhere in the world, where would you go? I think right now my top 3 would be Germany, and then a combo of England, Scotland, Ireland. I want to take a really long trip and just do it all. Or multiple trips. And then our honeymoon location, which I'm not gonna reveal yet. And when I say honeymoon, I mean our intended honeymoon location that we will hopefully be going to in 2022. So, secrets. Japan is very high on the list, and there's a lot of honorable mentions on that one. So, this one is from Curly Girly 77. Are we going to see more theme park vlogs in the new year? I would expect yes, but I don't have anything specifically planned. You know, in the past, my channel was sort of half weekly vlogs, half theme park vlogs. And that worked when I was taking all of my vacations to Florida, and I would just film while I was here and then slowly release it over time. I was back in Texas, but now we live here in Florida. We are very close to the theme parks. We obviously have annual passes to Universal. We have fun cards to SeaWorld now, and we have annual passes to Busch Gardens. So I would expect us to visit all of those in 2022 for sure. We definitely want to do the roller coasters at Busch Gardens and SeaWorld because we did not do those on the most recent trip. So I very much expect that. Obviously, I'm going to go to Disney at times throughout the year. Right now, they're not even selling annual passes, so even if I wanted one, I couldn't buy one. And I haven't felt compelled to buy one yet with everything that's currently going on at Disney and just how it's not quite back up to full Disney yet. I don't want to pay full Disney prices and then some because the prices are crazy right now to not have it be worth having a full annual pass. We'll see, maybe once Disney gets a little more normal, I will feel like I want to buy an annual pass. Also requires them to be selling annual passes again. So I wouldn't expect too much Disney because it's just too expensive right now. It's just wild. So I went twice this past year and that might be all I go in 2022. However, it is also Epcot's 40th anniversary in 2022 and you know I'm attending that. So I gotta figure that out because I have all intentions of being there for that. But as far as my channel overall, I don't think the theme parks are going to be the central focus anymore. It's definitely going to be a bonus when we go. I intend to continue the weekly vlogs because I know most of you, that's what you're here for. You love the weekly vlogs and I enjoy making those. And I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do for the other half of my channel, or if I'm even going to have another half of my channel for the first half of the year, or if it's just gonna be weekly vlogs and occasional travel here and there along the way. Maybe I'll bring back Thin Lizzy. Would you guys like Thin Lizzy to return? I'm not quite sure yet, but I'm definitely not intending to become a theme park news channel or anything now that I'm close to the parks. It will remain just being trips to Disney, Universal, the theme parks when we want to go, and just documenting our day. I think there's already enough channels, local channels, that cover all the theme park news that I don't really want to like try to get into that competitive market. And I like just vlogging when we go. So yes, we will be there, but no, I'm not planning to try to cover the theme parks all the time on my channel. So Horror Nights is another story. Obviously that will be a big focus of my channel for as long as I have my channel, because it's my favorite thing to cover and it's my favorite thing to go film. So Horror Nights coverage for sure. I'll be covering all the rumors. As you guys probably know, I run HHN Rumors now, so I'll probably even have more rumors videos than normal because I'm running that. Theme parks to come, weekly vlogs for sure. Let's do one more. So this is from Kobe. We finally rescheduled our Universal Orlando trip from June 2020 to June 2022. What is one in-park treat we must try when we visit Universal other than butterbeer? Because that's first on my list. What is a treat at Universal aside from butterbeer that I love? I mean, butterbeer is a guaranteed. Get the frozen butterbeer. You can try all the varieties, but the frozen is the best. They do have butterbeer fudge, so you can try butterbeer fudge as well. They have butterbeer ice cream. That's very good. I do highly recommend getting ice cream from the ice cream store in Diagon Alley. All the different flavors are delicious, so highly recommend that. I'm trying to think of a Universal treat that isn't something seasonal, because I feel like, you know, there's pizza fries, but those are Horror Nights. And they had all the Christmas items when we were just there, but those are Christmas items. So I think the treat I would say you have to try is a voodoo donut. Get a grape ape donut, get a Portland cream, and get a voodoo doll donut. And try whatever seasonal one they have, because those are fun. But those three are our favorites, and we love voodoo donuts, so that would be my suggestion. Plus butterbeer. All of the butterbeer. It's the 17th, which means it's my turn for chocolate. 17. It was an ornament. And I'm getting a gingerbread man. You will be delicious. Day 17. Doctor Who. We have oh, it's a bent sticker. The trouble with computers, of course, is that they're very sophisticated idiots. A quote from the 4th Doctor makes a suitable message for this laptop sticker. The sentiment about computers being sophisticated idiots comes from Robot, Tom Baker's first adventure as the Doctor. The quote was broadcast on January 18th, 1975. Here we go. It's time to bake some Destiny cookies. Onto my sleigh. Don't mind me. Just delivering glimmer for everyone. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. So I'm delivering treats to the Lixney. And I feel kind of bad because I should like give them a treat as if they're a pet. But look at little baby Lixney. Look how cute they are. Oh, they appreciate it. Hi guys. Oh, the babies love it. Can you read it? It's a little cut off, but there's a little bit of lore. He is especially pleased to hear that the young Elixni enjoyed the treats most of all. Did you hear them? They loved it. That's adorable. Well guys, with that I think I'm gonna sign off for the night because I think I'm gonna grab myself some popcorn and watch the next episode of And Just Like That. See what happens in episode 3 and call it a night. So I will see you guys tomorrow. We have some fun plans here at home tomorrow. So stay tuned. I'll see you then.